AFTV, James, be honest with me now. Be honest. You thought we were out?
Being completely honest, I hadn't got to that point where I was like, we're definitely out.
Oh.
And the reason, I was downstairs with Laurie, and we were the only two when it happened who said, this isn't over. And not because Arsenal were playing well, but because I think Benfica are really bad. We shouldn't have made as hard work of it as we did over 2 legs. They are not a good team. They're slow, they're sluggish, they're like the anti-modern football team. I can't believe we made it as hard as we did. But we did, we
gifted them every goal they got.
Well, that's the thing. Every goal was a gift. A penalty, some still debate it. I think it probably was. A great free kick, fair play for that.
But again, the free kick gifted to them.
Gifted, but those, I know a lot of people getting on Sabaris for that moment. We'll talk about the other moment in a bit. But that first moment, people on Sabaris' case, those free kicks happen. Like, I'm not saying it's good.
No. Why they're getting on him is there's a minute left to after.
Yeah, it's lazy, it's poor. I agree.
And you just hang a foot out, right? And as soon as I saw that being lined up, I'm like, it's the actual perfect position for a good free kick taker. And I was just thinking, but hopefully he's crap. But he weren't. And I looked around and I said, but yeah, hold on a minute. I know these Portuguese teams, they've all got a load of Brazilians there. So there's going to be one of them is going to be good.
They know how to take a dead ball.
What a free kick it was. But again, a gift. And then the third one, if that weren't a gift, the third one was Sabias. I mean, that was a gift. Yeah,
that's catastrophic because the thing that really disappoints me about the goal, mistakes happen, okay? Let's just say that. Luiz has made mistakes, look at the comeback. Jack has made mistakes, look at the comeback. That happens. Steven Gerrard's made big mistakes. The thing is that where it's so bad from Ceballos is he should have really known that in that moment of the game, like basically a goal and, in a lot, we probably were out, basically. And he should have cleared his lines and not messed around. This wasn't, there was too much on the line for something like that. So that was really poor. But what I'd say is, he's a passionate guy. Like, he works hard. Like, I hope he makes a comeback from this. I do believe there's a good player in there. I know a lot of people have written him off, but he had a really poor night. So we'll move on from that. We turned it around. Obviously, we go 1-0 up because Saka is Saka. He is just one of, if not the best youngster I've ever seen come through the academy. Definitely one of them.
Yeah, I mean, remember we had that debate the other day, Foden and Saka. And you and Cecil were going hard for Foden. I told you, for me, Saka.
Oh, we weren't going hard for Foden. We were saying we think Foden edges it, but
I don't think he does. And it's what I said to you guys the other day, right? And I see him over there waving his hands. Yeah, you, right? But I don't think he does because for me, Foden is an unbelievable player. But I just think Saka, look at the team he's playing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Look at that cross, for the third goal, the pressure. 19-year-old. Most 19-year-olds, no matter how much ability they got, are just going to lay it off to someone else. Yeah. Because they're going to be like, I ain't going to be that guy going back to the change room. Yeah. When the senior players say to me, yo, why didn't you get that cross right? But he got it inch perfect, under pressure. Yeah. Bang. Honestly, unbelievable player.
Yeah, lovely cross and the weighted pass of the first goal.
He's so calm.
He's brilliant. He's got it all.
How's he so calm for a 19-year-old? It's unbelievable.
He clearly trusts himself. You can see he tries to do things not just because he's trying. He's saying, "I'm gonna do it." You see players, they get wide and they think, "I'm gonna whip it into the box and hope something happens." He doesn't. He says, "I'm gonna pick out Aubameyang." You can see that in the way he's very decisive in what he does. There's conviction behind it, and that's it's incredible. On the Foden thing, what I would agree with you with is Saka's had. I'm sure plenty of City fans will correct me if I'm wrong. Saka seems to have had more moments that you're like, wow, you actually just dragged your team through that, got Arsenal over the line and, great for Aubameyang as well. Let's mention him because he missed big chances in the first leg. And, as bad as the Sabalos mistake was, those mistakes, you could say, of not taking the chance in the first leg could have haunted us as well. But he got us through. So I'm so happy for the two of them. And I want to make just a little mention for Kieran Tierney, not just for the goal, but his performance all night was superb. The amount of times the ball's pinged wide and he didn't just take a touch and then think. His first touch took him forward and he was beating his man and he looked brilliant. And what I love about the goal was it was this kind of like, I'm going to try not to swear when I say this, it was a kind of like FU moment. He got the ball and he went, I'm just going to punt this in the back of the net because it was captain-esque. It was him taking responsibility and then
after that,
waving people on and showing the passion. And I love him. We're very lucky to have those three. So big shout outs to all three. I think they were key nights for all three in their season and in their kind of their futures at Arsenal. I think it was key moments for all three of them. Plenty of positives, but I'm going to end on a few negatives. We did make hard work of this. It shouldn't have been this difficult. Big credit to Arteta because the changes worked. No one can deny that he made changes, we win a game. Clearly it worked. I think there's a lot he could have done to make this easier for us. I'm still not sure why Bellerin starts over Cedric. I'm not going to talk much more on that, but I don't think Cedric deserves to not be in the team. And I don't think Bellerin's doing enough to stay in it. I'm not really sure why he felt the need to go with Smith Rowe again on the left. He's looked fairly unconvincing out there. I thought Odegaard was really good today, by the way. But he looked unconvincing. And, you know, when he brought Willian on, I almost think Willian he did okay. He did fine. But it was more that Smith Rowe was sort of under-delivering on that side. By the way, I don't blame Smith Rowe. He's a young kid. He's played a lot of football since coming in. And I want to see him in more central areas where he was thriving. So I'm surprised Pepe, Martinelli, someone else wasn't out there. And I just felt that, you know, when we went 1-0 up, we took our foot off the gas. And it's incumbent on the manager to make the team go and get that second and kill it off. So they're little things. They are little things, but worth mentioning because we don't want to be here in a situation where we lose a game and suddenly we're bringing it all up. And it's like, well, actually, you didn't get it right in the first place. So anyway, those are the small negatives. But we're through. The season's still alive, which is great. And we have more to look forward to, which is great. At least 2 more matches in Europe. So let's just hope we avoid English teams. So I don't want to go through that ordeal. Maybe later.
Every week on AFTV Picks, we give away £1,000. And all you've got to do is enter our free-to-play competition and go head-to-head with me, win it, and this could be yours. Get involved right now, click the link in the description, and you can play, and it's absolutely free. All you have to do is be over 18 and have some decent football knowledge. So what are you waiting for? Get involved now and you could win yourself £1,000.